WWE thrives on chaos, and sometimes that chaos doesn't stay inside the ropes. At this year's WrestlePalooza, fans expected fireworks, but nobody could have predicted the shocking chain of events that left one of the company's biggest stars without a job. After Seth Rollins launched a brutal and unprovoked attack on CM Punk, WWE official Adam Pearce stepped in with the harshest punishment possible. He fired Rollins on the spot. The decision has sent shockwaves through the wrestling world, leaving fans stunned in the future of WWE in complete uncertainty. The attack that changed everything. The night began with anticipation surrounding CM Punk's much-hyped return match. For weeks, Punk had reignited rivalries and teased future storylines, drawing massive ratings and bringing a fresh energy back to WWE programming. Fans packed the arena, expecting drama, but they never expected the ambush that followed. Midway through Punk's in-ring segment, Seth Rollins stormed down the ramp, his face twisted in anger. Rollins had long held disdain for Punk, calling him a hypocrite who abandoned WWE when it needed him most. The two had exchanged barbs in interviews and promos, but few thought it would escalate this far, this quickly. Rollins blindsided Punk with a vicious clothesline, stomping him repeatedly before hitting his devastating curb stomp. The crowd erupted in boos, raining hatred on Rollins as officials rushed down to pull him off Punk. But Rollins wasn't finished. He grabbed a steel chair and smashed it across Punk's back, leaving him writhing in pain. The shocking assault blurred the lines between scripted drama and real-life animosity, making fans wonder if Rollins had gone too far. Adam Pearce, the authority steps. Adam Pearce has long been known as WWE's level-headed authority figure, the man tasked with maintaining order amidst chaos. He often plays the middle ground, disciplining superstars while still giving fans the matches they want. But after Rollins' savage attack, Pearce had no choice but to act decisively. Backstage, cameras caught Pearce fuming as he shouted orders at security to escort Rollins out of the arena. Later in the show, Pearce made his way to the ring, his face red with anger, microphone in hand. His voice trembled with intensity as he addressed both Rollins and the WWE Universe. Enough is enough. Seth Rollins has crossed every line imaginable. You don't attack a competitor like that, you don't endanger lives, and you don't spit in the face of this company. As of this moment, Seth Rollins, you're fired! The crowd gasped, then erupted in cheers. Fans were stunned that WWE would remove one of its top stars so suddenly. But Pearce's words left no room for interpretation. This wasn't a suspension. This wasn't a fine. This was outright termination. The fallout backstage. As soon as the words left Pearce's mouth, chaos erupted backstage. Rollins, visibly enraged, attempted to confront Pearce, but security held him back. Cell phone footage leaked online showed Rollins screaming, "This company needs me more than I need it," before being dragged out of the arena. Meanwhile, CM Punk received medical attention. Though he refused a stretcher, he was clearly shaken by the attack. "This is what Seth does. He hides behind cheap shots," Punk reportedly told medics, his voice hoarse but defiant. The locker room was divided. Some superstars applauded Pearce for finally standing up to Rollins, who has long carried himself with a mix of arrogance and recklessness. Others felt the firing was too extreme, especially given Rollins' role as a main event draw. Fan reaction, shock, and division. The WWE Universe lit up social media instantly. Hashtags like hashtag Rollins fired, hashtag Justice for Punk, and hashtag Goodbye Seth trended worldwide. Fans debated whether Pearce's decision was legitimate or part of a larger storyline. Many applauded the move, calling Rollins' actions unforgivable and praising WWE for protecting Punk. Others, however, argued that Rollins was too valuable to lose, suggesting that Pearce had overstepped his authority. Memes flooded Twitter, with some joking that Rollins would show up on rival promotions within weeks. Others speculated this was all part of an elaborate storyline leading to a massive grudge match between Punk and Rollins. The bigger picture. Why Rollins snapped Rollins' attack didn't come out of nowhere. For months, he's been vocal about feeling underappreciated. Despite carrying WWE through multiple eras, he has often been overshadowed by returns of legends like Punk, Lesnar, and Cena. In Rollins' eyes, Punk's comeback was one insult too many, a spotlight thief trying to reclaim glory he had abandoned years ago. This frustration boiled over at WrestlePalooza. By attacking Punk, Rollins wasn't just assaulting a rival, he was making a statement about his place in the company. Unfortunately for him, Adam Pearce wasn't willing to let personal vendettas overshadow WWE's responsibility to its performers and fans. What this means for CM Punk for Punk, the attack is both a setback and an opportunity. Physically, the beating raises concerns about his ability to compete at the level fans expect, but narratively, it sets up a compelling arc. The returning hero wronged by the jealous incumbent. Punk thrives in environments where reality bleeds into fiction, and this storyline blurs those lines perfectly. If WWE chooses to reinstate Rollins down the line, the inevitable clash between Punk and Rollins could headline any major event, possibly even WrestleMania. Is this the end for Seth Rollins? On paper, Rollins is fired. In practice, this is WWE. Nothing is ever truly permanent. His absence will sting, especially for fans who admire his in-ring brilliance and unpredictable charisma. But absence also creates intrigue. Every week he's gone, speculation will grow louder. When will Rollins return? How will he get revenge on Pearce and Punk? If this firing sticks, Rollins could become wrestling's most sought-after free agent. Rival promotions would line up to sign him, knowing his star power could shift the balance of the industry. But if this is a storyline suspension disguised as termination, then WWE has just created one of its most buzzworthy angles in years. Adam Pearce's legacy as authority for Adam Pearce. This was his defining moment as an authority figure. In a role often criticized as too soft or indecisive, Pearce demonstrated decisiveness and courage by firing one of WWE's biggest stars. His actions sent a clear message. No one is above the rules, not even Seth Rollins. This decision could elevate Pearce from a background figure to a central character, especially if Rollins seeks revenge. It could also establish Pearce as the face of order in a company that thrives on chaos. Conclusion. The firing of Seth Rollins after his brutal attack on CM Punk isn't just a headline. It's a moment that will reshape WWE's future. Whether real punishment or storyline drama, the confrontation between Rollins, Punk, and Pearce has injected fresh unpredictability into WWE programming.